Hello guys, how are we doing? If you've got keen eyes, you've probably seen some MW3 ranked play leaks bouncing about Reddit, Twitter and all sorts over the past couple of days. I'm here just hopefully to summarise all of that for you, to give you the intel at the earliest possible convenience. We're going to be covering the release date of ranked play, some operator skins that have been released, as well as some rewards for getting into a certain division in Season 1's worth of ranked play. So that means basically like if you finish Season 1 in Iridescent, you're going to get an Iridescent emblem / calling card. We're just going to be going through them, and we'll be providing you with pictures as well as potentially links as to where you can find them and have a look yourself. Before we get into that, the video you're watching here is in another BPL8 lobby. It's a 4v4 CDL competitive rule set. Hardpoint. And I do okay. There's some nice nade spots in here, some nice line of sights that you can hopefully learn from, as well as there's a 3-piece, which is absolutely vile, and then a 4-piece at the very end. So make sure you guys stick to the end just to see, the guy fry. But yeah, let's go through what you're all here for. The ranked play release date for MW3 is, drumroll please, January the 17th. That is when Season 1 Reloaded will be hitting, and it has been announced that Season 1 Reloaded will contain on the Modern Warfare multiplayer ranked play release. So I'm super excited for that. It is a little bit later than I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be early January, but hey, January nonetheless. So we're looking about a month from today where we're going to actually be able to play, hop in, and grind a bit of MW3 ranked play. I'm super excited. I've been enjoying playing 8s myself. But yeah, super stoked. My only concern is that because it's being released halfway through a season, you're not going to get a full season to grind and get to a certain level. So if you are going to want the top 250 and even Iridescent ranked play rewards, you will have to grind your ass off to get there within maybe a couple of weeks, whereas normally you'd get the whole season. Talking of achievements and rewards from getting to a certain rank, similar to last year, we have now got skins. So if you manage to reach Iridescent within a season, you're going to be able to be rewarded with an Iridescent skin. Similarly, if you were in bronze or silver, not bronze, sorry, if you manage to get to diamond, crimson, top 250, you will be rewarded with a character operator skin. So they look like this. So this is the top 250 one. This is the Iridescent one, and then I'm just going to roll through a couple of others here. That's what they look like. Do I like them? I'm not sure. They're a little bit niche. I don't know if I like the general appeal for them. I prefer them to Modern Warfare 2s, but I just generally, they look a bit boring. I'd like to see a little bit more glam. I want people in pubs when I'm playing with my mates to know that I managed to get to top 250 or Iridescent, and I want it to shout it a little bit more. I get it can't be outright Iridescent coloured all over because you're going to stand out like a sore thumb, but I actually don't mind them. I prefer them to MW2s, but let me know what your thoughts are on these, because I've seen a very mixed and divided opinions across the internet. Next thing we are going to be covering is the ranked emblems. So when you finish a season in ranked play on a certain rank, you will be rewarded similarly to MW2 an emblem, which you can have as your showcase. You can have it so that when people see you in pubs, you've got the emblem, and this is what they look like. So this is from bronze all the way through to top 250. And I'm not sure about them. They don't look great. There's a little bit, just for reference, this is the Iridescent emblem for Season 6 in MW2. So there's a little bit more pizzazz. That's the thing. They look a little bit far too basic. The Iridescent camo doesn't even look iridescent. It looks pink. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the emblem. I think we've taken a little bit of a step back. But then again, it's Season 1. They might get a little bit more lavish as the seasons go on. But yeah, as always, let me know your thoughts. What are your opinions on the matter? We then have the MW3 ranked play calling cards, which you will also obtain from getting to a certain rank. These, as well as the emblems, are all visible in your own game. Bear in mind, the operators were from Twitter. I might credit them down below in the description. Well, I will credit them down below in the description where I got them from. But you can go onto your Modern Warfare 3, look at calling cards. Dirty 3-piece, by the way, in the gameplay. Look at your calling cards and you'll find them if you scroll down far enough, as well as the emblems. You'll see them for yourself. But these are the MW3 ranked calling cards you're going to get rewarded with. Similar to last year, you will only be rewarded with the calling card if you get to the top 250 or you manage to reach Iridescent. And you do get a specific calling card for getting to the number 1 spot in ranked play. Finishing in the number 1 spot in ranked play. I like them. They look fine. Nothing too much to comment on there. At the end of the day, they're calling cards and they look pretty basic, in my humble opinion. So from what we can see, ranked play on MW3 is pretty much going to be the same ranked play we saw on MW2, which annoys me to a certain extent because there should be, there was a lot of room for improvement on MW2's ranked play. But I'm just generalizing here. Realistically, all that we for sure know is that the structure of the ranks are going to be the same. It's going to be bronze, silver, gold, plat, diamond, chrome, iridescent, top 250, and so on. Not so on, that's pretty much it. But other than that, I'm hoping there are changes. So there's a couple of changes I would like to see in MW3 ranked play. First and foremost, I would love to see proper statistics at the end of the game. At the moment, we pretty much get the same information that pubs players have. And I get if that's all they can get, brilliant, or whatever. But on Cold War, at the end of the game, you could see how much damage you output, what your average kill per 10 minutes were, the average kills per hill, everything like that. Detailed statistics, I think, in a ranked play like this one should have. Another thing I also thought was proper combat record. So if you play Valorant, if you play other competitive games, you get a thorough insight into how you play as an individual in the combat record. It should mimic the combat record in the game itself. MW2 had a combat record for multiplayer, it had a combat record for Warzone, but it didn't have one for ranked play, and I feel like it needs it in order to just say, you know what, I've got a 1.5 KD in ranked play, that's not bad, and just compare it with your mates, have maybe a leaderboard or something like that. I'd love to see a couple of changes like that. Other than that, there's the one thing that I hope for that definitely is in the game because of these leaks, is like a top 1,000 leaderboard, where you could get a separate call-in sign and reward, and then the top 500 reward, and then the top 250 reward as you do. But I don't think that's going to be coming simply because of the fact that we've seen the top 250 calling card, and we've seen the top 250 emblem and nothing else, sadly. So I feel like we are pretty much stuck with the same sort of ranking system as we do have. But yeah, let me know what things you hope to see improve when MW3 does drop, because there's plenty. So that's going to be it for the leaks. I'm actually going to be talking through what's happening in the game right now. I'm going to give you insight into the spawns, just to fill the void until the end of the gameplay. I was going to leave it with the live cons, but I thought you guys would prefer a little bit of a over commentary with the thoughts of what's happening in my mind as I'm playing and why I'm holding certain things and why I'm pushing certain things, and things like that. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. So P3 is a money hill. If you've got someone out grass, you've got someone watching mid, and you've got someone watching left, you should be laughing. Now, considering our teammates pretty much just spawned on the grass on the right-hand side, I knew they were coming from the market here, which is why I sort of pre-aimed, laid down, and just trusted that they'd walk into my iron sight. Learning the spawns and learning your positions in this game are going to be crucial to be able to get some easy freebie kills, just like I've been able to the last 3-4 kills. Realistically, you want to be giving yourself the best advantages possible taking in when you're taking on gunfights. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do here. So at the moment, I've just noticed a teammate just died from a guy yellow car. I noticed the car hasn't exploded, and he's sat there behind a horrible heady. So I blow it up and then pre-fire his exit to the left, which is potentially where he was going to go. P4 is a bit of a bizarre hill, and it's quite hard to break. If I'm being completely honest, all you really want to do here is trying to get top and then keep the hill white. Only get on the hill if there's a real good opportunity to do so. If you get 2 or 3 people on the enemy team down or killed, you then hop on the hill. But realistically, you want to try and keep it white as much as you can. But you also don't want to lose P5. P5 is a pretty good hill to hold if you can do it properly. So although I could spend time flanking, I don't want to switch spawns, and I also then don't want to lose the rotation to the next hill. So in my head, I'm playing this fairly okay in that I don't want to flip spawns, which is why I wasn't pushing too much. However, we do flip spawns because their teammate played really well and pushed us out. So I'm saying to my team, like, do the same, push through. And then I said to my teammate, bump me if you can. You'll see me run off here a little bit early, maybe. I'm hoping the teammate gets on it, but that's absolutely fine. You leave the teammate lingering, trust they get the hill. So I don't usually like being sat in the hill with an AR, but when there's no one else in the hill and you're pretty much the only one there, what else can you do? So try and hold a credit corner. Unfortunately, do fall, but I do put enough damage out to get an assist by the Chimera, the legend of a teammate. And we're actually spawning here. And this isn't such a bad way to spawn because you do have a lot of access to the front of the hill. They'll be spawning, if you guys don't know, pretty much the other side of red, which isn't really a problem. We've got decent spawns here. We can see the window, we can see the door, we can jump through to the little side room there, whereas they can pretty much only flood that bottom door. So this is probably the better side to have. And I'm just trying to play for a couple picks. I don't want to fully commit to this because there's only a short amount of time here, but I'm thinking if I can just get them off the hill, great. So I'm literally playing, to be fair, that in hindsight, that's probably a little bit stupid. But hey, P1's a bit of a wacky hill anyway. The game was close. I just didn't want to give him too much time. Now, this is a route I like to do. I know there's a guy coming from old, so I'm very conscious there could be a guy to our left. And then I'm also looking for intel on the guy on the hill, because realistically, I just want to make this white. I see the guy on the red dot on my minimap come up to the left, which, you know, confirm my suspicions, and then I managed to pick up this clean two-piece, as well as getting the third guy on the hill. And then zoom over to the guy I saw on the red dot a few seconds ago, and managed to pick up the final kill in the 4-piece. What a lovely clip. Now I sort of get the gist that they're going to be spawning right, which means that all I really need to do after killing this guy is watch their push. Like where I am currently, they can either come right up in front of me to my close right, or where I was pre-aiming, and thankfully they pushed where I was pre-aiming. So yeah, close game, we only won it by 15, but I managed to get 27 kills, I think 15 deaths if I remember correctly, and nearly 2 minutes on the hill as an AR. I don't think that's too bad. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao for now.